Thank you for choosing NBC 10 News. I'm Rudy Williams.
And I'm Heather Parker. Ouachita Sheriff Royce+toney holds his own deputies to a strict morality standard, but one Monroe businessman accuses the sheriff of breaking up his marriage.
Now, Royce+toney says he isn't commenting on the divorce petition, which alleges he used inmates and deputies to hide the affair. So NBC 10 decided to take a closer look at what the sheriff's policy says. First, we must warn you that some of the language in the divorce petition might be sensitive to young children. Here's NBC 10's Daisy O'Donnell with more. Daisy?
Well, the claims in the divorce petition range from Sheriff Royce+toney using his position of power to conceal the affair, even threatening the husband with jail time. Tonight, we'll show you the rules Sheriff Royce+toney wrote to his own deputies about adultery and show you exclusive photos of the woman named in the divorce petition, pictured with the sheriff.
At photo ops, here's Sheriff Royce+toney in front of the cameras, showing off big drug busts and ribbon cuttings while the tape's rolling. But here's a photo NBC 10 obtained, showing Royce+toney dressed in a different kind of uniform, pictured with a woman who isn't his wife, identified by her husband as 29-year-old Lori Schween-Culp. So who is she? These court documents say she works at the Monroe Athletic Club. At one point, she also did landscaping work for the sheriff's office at the rifle range. This photo was taken in October of '08, the year that businessman Larry Culp claims in a divorce petition that Sheriff Royce+toney and his wife, Lori, started a 2-year love affair. The document says that Lori denied the affair at first, but later admitted that the sheriff, quote, forced himself on her, groped her, took advantage of her. Paperwork shows that Lori feared the sheriff would, quote, use his power and position to harm her or Larry, and that Sheriff Toney would put her husband in jail. Cell phone records obtained by NBC 10 reveal that Sheriff Toney allegedly called Lori through 3 separate cell phone numbers 82 times in 1 month, including one untraceable number. So where did all these alleged sexual relations go down? The divorce petition says right here at the rifle range and several public places during working hours at the sheriff's office. The document also alleges that Toney had inmates open the gates and stand guard so they wouldn't be disturbed. Other encounters, according to the court document, took place inside Sheriff Royce+toney's office, worth nearly $250,000, even inside the home of Louisiana Plastics owner Sidney Wilhite. The paperwork alleges that Sheriff Toney participated in sexual relations with Lori in several parking lots around town, including at a training facility at the airport and outside the Monroe Athletic Club where she works. Court documents also allege a sexual tryst in the St. Francis parking lot on March 6th. That's the day his own deputy, J.R. Searcy, died. The documents show Toney allowed deputies to provide Lori entrance to the rifle range and to serve as a lookout. But here's what NBC 10 dug up, the sheriff's own policy on adultery. When an employee's private life is the center of rumors, when rumors adversely affect fellow workers, when rumors cause the public to lose confidence, or when actions result in complaints to the office of the sheriff, the Supreme Court has ruled that intervention is warranted. But the front page of the handbook says the sheriff reserves the right to modify, suspend, or terminate the policies at any time. A look back at the divorce petition shows that Lori became pregnant in April this year, but suffered a miscarriage. The divorce petition states that Larry did not know whether the child was his or the child of Toney. More phone records show that on the date of Lori's miscarriage, Lori and Royce+toney spoke on the phone 10 times. The one phone call Sheriff Royce+toney refuses to answer belongs to NBC 10 News. But time is ticking for Royce+toney to respond to the divorce petition. He has 15 days left.
That photograph is just a snapshot of what the husband is entering into evidence. He says there are several more out there. Now, we do need to emphasize that a lawsuit represents one side of a legal issue. Attempts have been made to speak with Sheriff Toney and Lori Culp, but neither responded. Larry Culp's attorney is demanding that his wife and the sheriff set a date so they can respond to the divorce petition under oath. Daisy O'Donnell, NBC 10 News.